Weekend 1 of the Battlefield 6 beta has concluded. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Before the video starts, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe, and please leave a comment and let me know your thoughts, and hop into my community Discord server. The link is in the description. Battlefield 6 just had its first weekend of the open beta, and there are some things I liked and some things I didn't like. Let's go over it. What did I like about the Battlefield 6 beta? The graphics. I absolutely loved when I first loaded into my first match on Battlefield 6. I was blessed with insanely good graphics. This is something I genuinely love about the Frostbite engine. It genuinely makes everything look incredible. I love the Frostbite engine for what it's able to do for Battlefield, and if it's being handled by people who know how to use the Frostbite engine, not BioWare, if the Frostbite engine is being handled by people who know what they're doing, this could be a great starting point for what we could see for future maps for Battlefield, because the environments looked incredible. The guns looked incredible. The graphics for everything looked incredible. The sounds, oh my god, guys. The sounds in the game genuinely sold what was happening in the game. Hearing RPG rockets whizzing past your head as you see it come flying towards you and it whizzes past your head, like hearing the cracks and the snaps of sniper gunfire whizzing past your head as you're trying to cross the street in the middle of some of these maps. It's just, oh man, the sounds, the call outs from the soldiers, it draws you into the game. The maps in this game. I know I'm gonna get a lot of pushback for this, but I really like the maps in the Battlefield 6 beta. Yes, oh, they're smaller, they're more infantry focused. Yeah, guys, because this is a beta to stress test everything on the smallest maps possible, so that way we can, I don't know, build a better server infrastructure, because I don't know about you guys, but I want a stable Battlefield that can handle the most intense conflicts, so that way it just runs smooth all around as a game. And I like the fact that with the full launch of Battlefield 6, it seems like there's gonna be a good map variety. There's gonna be small maps that are more infantry focused, there's gonna be medium maps that are both infantry and vehicles, and then there's gonna be those large scale maps that just really put an emphasis on what Battlefield really is. Infantry plus a lot of vehicle gameplay. The lack of strict skill-based matchmaking absolutely helped Battlefield 6 overtake Call of Duty over the first weekend. Having strict skill-based matchmaking causes players not want to play the game because, well, for one, I can't play with my lesser skilled friends Call of Duty, whereas if I boot up Battlefield 6, well, whenever the game actually comes out, because right now it's just in beta, but while I played Battlefield 6, I was able to just boot up the game, get my friends in a party, go into a match, and we all had a good time, and we all performed relatively well for the match. We all held our own in the battlefield, and we can all play our parts in the match. Call of Duty's matchmaking system doesn't allow for lesser skilled people to pair up with their more skilled friends. It just creates an environment where lesser skilled players are less inclined to continue playing with their more skilled friends because, well, they're not enjoying the game. The immersion in Battlefield 6 is something that needs to be studied, because from the moment I first started playing this game to the end of the weekend beta, I was drawn into the game. In fact, I actually suggest this for the upcoming second weekend of the beta, guys. If you want to experience Battlefield 6 and immerse yourself into the game, turn off all your lights in the setup, okay? Turn off all your lights in your room and just play in the dark. Trust me, the sound will draw you in unlike anything I've ever seen before. The immersion in this game makes you feel like you're in the middle of an actual battlefield. It's crazy. I love it, and keep doing what you're could do in EA in Battlefield Studios, because it's working. The weapons overall in the Battlefield 6 beta feel pretty good, though I gotta say we could do with a little less bloom. Thank you. The game UI, as in the UI within the actual game itself when you're playing within the maps and stuff, looks really good. Now, let's move on to what I didn't like about the Battlefield 6 beta. Netcode feels off. There seems to be something playing around with the networking of Battlefield 6. I am betting this is the entire reason why we are stress testing the smaller maps for the servers. Because, well, I don't think anyone was expecting on the Battlefield Studios to hit the amount of players that they hit on the first weekend of the beta wanting to play the game. Servers were overloaded. They didn't know what to do. Hopefully it's fixed for weekend 2, but I'm not holding my breath. It seems like this might be a fix further down the line, probably for a launch date. TTK feels off, and that's probably mostly due to the poor netcode. Probably gonna be ironed out in due time, though I would like to see a slight increase to TTK, make it a little bit slower. That way, you know, people have more time to react so they can actually fight back in some of these fights. The menu UI. This is the UI that I have a huge issue with. Navigating through menus shouldn't feel like I am subscribing to Netflix. I want a stylized user interface for my video games. I want some pizzazz to it. I don't want these basic ass rectangles and squares making up a user interface. This is Battlefield 6 set in the year 2025. Let's show it in the user interface, please. None of this square rectangle bullshit like Call of Duty. The controller settings. If you played Battlefield 6 on controller, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Trying to figure out how to get my aim down sight sensitivity separated from my look sensitivity is a battlefield in of itself. And I gotta ask, Vince Zampella, can this be your #1 top priority, is fixing the controller settings in the game? Because by launch time, I want to be able to separate my look sensitivity from my aim down sight sensitivity. Please. This is 2025. I shouldn't have to ask for these basic features. In conclusion, guys, Battlefield 6 is a absolute banger of a game, and it's only in beta. And weekend 2 promises to bring Operation Firestorm and possibly some new game modes. I know I'm gonna be playing it, and I hope to see you there too. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and consider subscribing to stay up to date with all the latest content, and share the channel with your friends. It helps the channel grow. Have a great day, everyone.